Welcome back everyone to my channel. This video is going to be about how you draft in Star Wars Unlimited. I realize that it is a lot of your guys' first time ever drafting, and this could be your first TCG game you've ever played. So I want to take a step back and go over the basics of a draft. So what is a draft? A draft is when you take 3 packs and you open them one at a time and you look at your cards, you take one card from it, and then you pass the pack. Well, in order to pass a pack, you need to do this with other people. So a draft is usually done with 8 players, but it can be done with a couple more, a couple less. 6 to 10 is usually the range, but the ideal is 8. Also, 8 players and 3 packs equals a box, so you guys can grab 7 of your friends. They'll make 8 of you. 3 packs each is 24 packs, and you got yourself a great draft pod. So again, when you guys draft, you will open a pack, look at the cards, take one of the cards you want, and then you'll pass the pack in a direction. And that is the basic idea of a draft. Now, Star Wars Unlimited is a little bit unique in that you are going to open all 3 packs at first, take the leader and the base out without looking at any of the packs, and then you're going to draft those leaders. So if you're sitting at your table, you're going to get all comfy, you'll open your 3 packs and you want to make sure that the cards are face down. You'll take the leader and the base out, put them in front of you, and the first step you guys are going to do is draft your leaders. So I'm going to click Start Draft here, and it will look exactly like this, but in real life. So you'll have a choice of 3 leaders in front of you, and then you are going to pick whichever one you want. So we're not really going to talk about any level of, complexity here. We're just going to pick the one I want. So I like Palpatine, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Palpatine. Once you guys pick a card, you're going to take those 2 cards and pass them to the right. So who's ever right of you, you're going to take those cards and pass them to the right. That person has 2 choices to pick their next card, and the person to my left just gave me their 2 cards. So now I have the choice of 2 of his remaining picks. So I get to either pick Chewie or Chirrut. I'm going to add Chewie to my deck again, just because we like Chewie. And now we're going to take, the 1 card left, so our opponent's not going to have a choice, and we're going to give it to him on the right. And the person on my left gives me his last card, and because it's the last card, we have no choice but to pick that card. Great. Now I have 3 leaders. So these are the 3 leaders that I can build my deck around. I got IG-88, Palpatine, and Chewbacca. In Star Wars Unlimited, everybody can see your leaders. They're going to be face up, so you can see the whole table and you can see what the person to the left of you and the right of you are going to possibly play. This is important because you're going to be passing them cards and they're also going to be passing cards to you, right? So again, we're not going to get into too complex there. We'll make future videos. And yeah, so I'm going to make a deck now, guys, about one of these heroes. And like I said, I really like Palpatine, so I'm going to look for a green focused deck. Now in draft, you can pick any base you want, so I can use any other supporting color to help me out. So we're going to probably go with Palpatine, but again, you don't have to decide right now. You're going to make your leader decision at the very end. So after you do these 3 leaders, you're going to pick up one of the packs, and again, we already opened them, but face down to take the leaders out. You're going to take one of those packs, and you're going to look at the cards remaining, and it'll look like this. As you see, a Star Wars pack has 16 cards in it, but 2 cards are missing because the leader and the base have already been removed. So this is my pack, and now I'm going to take a card from it and add it to my deck. So this card's really shiny, and it's green and black, so it goes with my Palpatine theme, so I'm going to pick this card. Once you pick a card, you're going to put it face down in front of you. You don't want other people to see what you picked, and to preserve the draft environment, you shouldn't show people what you picked either. So I'm gonna take this Blizzard Assault and I'm gonna put it face down in front of me. I'm then gonna take the remaining 13 cards and pass it to the left. So, as you guys just realized, when I had the leaders, I passed to the right, and this first pack is going to go to the left. And every new pack is always going to alternate directions. So the leader cards will always go right, the first pack will go to the left, the second pack will go to the right, and then the third pack will go back to the left. All right, that way we go back and forth. So I'm going to pick up this Blizzard Assault AT-AT. I'm going to confirm it. It's going to go in my deck. And again, it's going face down in my deck, and then the other cards are going to my left. All right, I noticed that this pack doesn't have any green cards in it, right? But Emperor Palpatine is a very strong card. So, and it's in black. So I'm going to pick up this Emperor Palpatine and then, think about adding red to my pool. I also know that I do have IG-88, so getting a red card doesn't really seem that bad here. So I'm going to pick up this red card. We're going to put it face down in front of me, and we're going to pass the pack to the left. All right, this process is going to repeat to the left until the entire pack is done. All right, let's just finish this up real quick. We'll just pick some cards that I think are really good, off the corner of my eye. We're not going to think too much about this. Just get through the video, make sure we get some playables. You guys want to make sure we're getting 2 drops in there. Well, I like this card, but it's not our colors. We'll take that neutral black card. Ooh, Super Laser Tech is a great card. Force Choke for some removal. Ruthless Raider is good removal and a space unit. And as you see, the cards might not exactly be in your colors because I could have been yellow at the end. Maybe I would really want to play yellow-green. And towards the end, we're not really going to get many choices. So they do get weaker, as you guys see, as they go on. I'm going to take the red card, though. We got pretty lucky that all these cards are in my color. Wow. This is called luck. So Death Trooper is not in our color, but this guy costing 5 is actually not too bad. All right, once you guys finish that pack, you get a chance to review your picks. Usually in a more competitive draft, you're not allowed to look at your picks while you're moving. So you would take your card, put it face down, and then you would not be looking at that card until the first pack is finished. In a more casual environment, I don't think people will mind, especially since the game is so new, if you're looking at your cards just to confirm, sometimes it's hard to remember, did I have enough 2 drops? Did I already take this card? These things, are hard to remember, especially when you haven't drafted before. But just do keep in mind that down the line in the future, usually those cards are face down until the very end. So this is our review period, and we're going to see what we have. And I noticed that I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2 drops already. So I'm pretty good on 2 drops, So in this next go ahead, I probably want to get more 3, 4, 5 drops in my deck. So we're going to hit continue, and we're going to pick up our second pack that was face down waiting for us. We're going to look at it, and again, there's 14 cards left, and then we're going to pass this pack to the right. Again, the first pack goes right. The leaders go to the right. The first pack goes left. Second pack goes right. Third pack goes left. So we're just alternating between the sides. I guess I can go through this again real fast. Again, we said we were looking for, 3, 4, and 5 drops. So we'll take that 3-drop guy. Yeah, Frontier ATRT is a really strong card. And it really looks like I'm committed to green and red, so we're just going to be taking green and red cards. Wow, Fet's Fire Spray. We can actually include this right now. If you see a very, very powerful card, and, Boba, the guy has the option to Boba right next to you, do keep in mind that the people that you're drafting with, these are the cards that are going to go in their deck, and they're going to people you're going to be playing against. If you don't want to play against a Fet's Fire Spray, well, pick it up. Like, yeah, it's in my pool and no one else can play it. Obviously, I can't play it, but I really don't want to sit across the table from someone with a Fet's Fire Spray. So we got another Frontier ATRT, so pick that up. And again, all these packs are going to the right. A second Super Laser Tech, that's really good. Get up to my Palpatine right. Get some Force Choke for some removal. I need some bigger things. So here we go. Steadfast Battalion. It's a 5-drop. Oh, don't like rule. I guess we'll take it as 5-drop. And again, I'm getting lucky. A lot of cards in my color. We'll take another 2-drop. Not excited about it. Okay, when you get to cards that aren't in your color at all, usually you just take the best card of the pack. So I'd probably take Red 3 or Academy Defense Walker. I'll take the aggressive card out because I'm playing a control deck. Um, and then it looks like we're going to do this. We got Death Star Trooper, Death Star Stormtrooper. We can put that card in our deck. You can put the Agitator in our deck and the Interceptor. And again, this card just always go in our deck. Now, we have completed 2 whole packs, and we're on to the third and final pack. And we've gone right, left, right. So we're going to finish left. All right. And we're going to notice that we have right now a bunch of playables, and we can even count them if we wanted to. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh God, where was I? 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. Like, we have 28 cards that can go in our deck. So we only need 2 more. So at the very end, you guys are going to take your whole pool and only play 30 of the cards, just like you did in the pre-release environment. So because draft is getting, more hand selections, you guys will probably end up having to cut some cards from your deck and just play the best cards, which is a lot more convenient than pre-release, where a lot of the times you're like, well, I got to 30 cards in these 2 colors, so I'm going to play them. So we're going to be cutting a lot more cards. I have a ton of 2 drops, and I have 2 8 drops, so I probably this time around want to look for some 7 and 6 drops, and maybe a couple more 4 and 3s to round out my pool. So again, I see my 14 cards, and these are all going to the left. So here's a great card, Verse Glider Star Destroyer. Powerful 6-drop card. I'm going to take as many Super Laser Techs as I can because I'm trying to ramp up to my Palpatine leader. I'm also going to take, these are a hard choice. I already have 3 Super Laser Techs, so I'm going to take the Imperial Interceptor. Dealing 3 damage to a space unit's pretty good. And again, all these cards are going left. Fifth Brother's very strong. Might help me survive a little bit, but Reinforcement Walker is also very good. This is a hard choice. We're not going to think too much about it. We'll just take the Fifth Brother. Let's take this 6-drop. We were looking for 6 drops. All right. I'm going to take the Viper Probe. I don't really like any of these cards. And again, we're already at the playable amount, so we're not too worried. And remember, guys, you can't play cards off Aspect. They just cost 2 more than they should. I'm going to get Power Failure as a sideboard card. If these are best 2 out of 3, this could be a cool sideboard choice if someone has a really good lightsaber. So we'll take Power Failure in our side. Seven Sister, nice. Just looking for on-color cards. I'll take Strike True. It is removal. Again, now we just hate draft someone, so we'll take Echo Base Defender. It's good stats. Take the good stats again. And as you notice, as we keep going through, we get less and less options. So sometimes we're just stuck with what we got. That's a really good card, though, to end with a 3/4. And boom, we got our deck, guys. So after you got your deck, you're going to view your draft pool, and you're going to make a 30-card deck. Now, I'm not going to play a game against an AI. I went through this video pretty quickly, or the draft part of it, but I just want to explain what it's like to draft and the process of going through it. I hope I helped you feel a little bit more ready for your first ever draft. If you guys have more questions, please leave in the comments, and I'd love to respond. I plan on making some draft tip videos in the future, but I want to make sure that you guys are interested in them before I make them. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, peace.